Okay, welcome back. We're going to talk about global blocks. Please watch the previous video on blocks if you want a much more in-depth overview. We're going to be very quick with this one. This video is going to assume that you understand blocks in general, and we're going to keep it short and sweet. So as mentioned in the previous video at the end, we've got these three tabs or menu items here. These will look different on different sites depending on what your needs are. For this particular purpose, we are on a default, just a random website that I have lying around. But notice we've got a block here called testimonials block. We have a testimonials tab here. So this is a global block. So what this means is we can use this block on multiple pages, and to stop excessive work and having to add things to the block each time. So for example, let's say you have 20 testimonials that you want to display. At the moment, we've only got two. We've got Tina Rhodes, we've got Jeff Peterson. I'm going to duplicate this tab so we are not jumping back and forth. Again, this is another workflow. I'd recommend 2 back-end pages and then your front-end page. So to keep things simple, we're going to have this tab related to the testimonials. We're going to have this tab related to the actual block to just showcase. So here's the testimonial block. So again, we've got the heading area, the block settings. All of this is the same or similar. In fact, block settings on this one is slightly different if you notice. We don't have the call to action. That's just because I haven't added it. You may find in your design and your theme that you've got it. I have also removed the ability to... I don't know what the other abilities are off the top of my head. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. So that's your block settings, that's your heading area. We covered that in the previous video. Whoops, I'm on the wrong block here. So testimonials block. So heading area, block settings, we're going to ignore those. So we're going to adjust the testimonials specific to the testimonials. And notice we've got Jeff Peterson and Tina Rhodes. So that reflects the testimonials that have been written by Tina Rhodes and Jeff Peterson here. So by default, every time you add a new one, so let's add a new one, we're going to call this Unicorn Cheese. And this Unicorn Cheese gave this testimony. I'm just adding random text and we'll just say he is a chef. We'll give him an image. Sorry, let's go to the media library. Let's add it to this lady here and we're going to publish. So if we now go back to all testimonials, we can see that we now have a testimonial by Unicorn Cheese. And if we go to the front end, refresh the page, let's find the testimonials. Here they are. So there's the testimonials. And you can click back and forth. But you can see here that Unicorn Cheese has appeared. Whoops. Unicorn Cheese has appeared with the image and text. I didn't do anything here. Notice that it hasn't appeared here. This is because this page has not been refreshed since I created it. So this is still showing the old history of the page before I updated it. So I updated it here. All I need to do now is refresh. Actually, we're going to stay on the page because we've made changes. If you see that message where it says leave the page or stay on the page, update, because it means you haven't updated after making some changes. Now refresh. Now we'll see, let's wait for it to load. Now we'll see Unicorn Cheese has appeared. But what's interesting is it automatically appeared on the front end. That is because if this right column here is blank, and by default it will be blank, it means that it will automatically just get loaded. However, if I click on one of these people, it will go to the right column. Notice it's grayed out here. It's now on the right column. You can delete it to remove it. So let's add Unicorn Cheese to the right column and see what happens. Update. And then refresh. So now, we've added this background. Let's remove this background. Excuse me. Okay. So now notice it only has one and it's only Unicorn Cheese. And that is because we have told it where am I? I'm lost. Here we are. This right column is the column that will be displayed. So you can add all of them. You can reposition them. So basically what this means, the advantage of this is you've got nano control over what testimonials appear. Say, let's say we're on the home page, but you want to put the testimonials again on the about page, but maybe you only want to display a certain type or a certain number or a particular person. So that's what that means. It's a global block, meaning you can control what appears depending on where you have that block on what page. By default, it will automatically include everybody. Most of the time that's going to be the case. So every time you just add a testimonial here, it will add it to here. It will change it across every instance of where this block appears. So if you've got a testimonial block on 4-5 different pages, you add a testimonial here once, it will populate across all of those blocks, all those pages, unless you have specifically put the list on this right side for that particular page. Then it won't automatically add it. You'll need to go in and manually add whatever that is to that person. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me just re-sum that last bit. If you're not using this right column and you're just keeping everything by default, default means everyone is added or everything is added, it will update across the entire website every instance of where this block is used just once by putting it here. That's why we make it global, to minimize the work that we have to do. But if on a particular page you want to nano control and say, I only want this person or these people to appear, you will then need to come into that particular block and add it manually yourself. So hopefully that makes sense. That's testimonials. We have team members. So oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's find the team member block. So team member block is right at the bottom. Here we are. Let's have a look at the team member block. Notice it's exactly the same. The exact same functionality applies to the team members here. So I go into team members, I add a new team member here, and you just add it and change it based on whatever it is. So it's the same functionality. Let's go to accordions. This one is a slightly different one. Let's find where the accordions are here. Okay, we don't have accordions on this page. I think they may be on the about page. Okay, so this is the accordions. Accordions is another interactive way of showcasing text. So you can see here that the text is hidden. This is a global thing here. So we've got accordion 1, 2, and 3. Notice the heading is accordion 1, 2, and 3. And if I go to the about page, pages, go to about, edit, and we go in here. You see, again, we've got the heading area, we've got the block settings, and then we've got the accordion add or remove. Now this one's slightly more features, but again, it's the same principle applies. You've got accordion 1, 2, and 3. By default, it will add all of them, or you can say, right, I want only these. So for example, accordion is very good on a support page or a contact page or an FAQ page. You can then choose where you want those to appear. And maybe you've got a frequently asked questions page, but then you've got another section on the website where you want accordion, but you don't want frequently asked questions. So you've got nanite control. And the only other feature here is got left image, right, or inside. And that's just related to whether the image is on the outside, left side, or the right side. That's, to be honest, pretty self-explanatory. So if I put image inside, update, refresh, notice that now the image is on the inside of the accordion. And then obviously left means the image will be on the left. So again, same functionality, global, same functionality. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Thank you.